everyone, welcome back to the George Review. Newcastle United beat Manchester United 2-0 yesterday. We'll reverse the scoreline from the Carabao Cup final. Would I have rather won that game? Yes, but it is what it is, and it's always good to beat them lot. Especially when the fans are chanting, cheer up, Alan, cheer up, even 27 years on from when he joined us over them. And, even with all the trophies they've won, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But we've got one over them yesterday. 4 points off them in the league this season. Kept 2 clean sheets as well. And as I'll touch on later, we are back above them in the Premier League table. But looking at our starting 11, Eddie Howe named an unchanged side once again. It was also good to see Joe Linton and Gordon back on the bench. Joe Linton had a 2-match ban. Gordon had been injured. And first half, we had lots of chances. We should have probably been out of sight. Isaac had a header saved by De Gea, and then he does well to save the follow-up from Joe Willock. Longstaff had a chance, which I thought had went in. I was up to celebrate. It went just wide. Unlucky for him. After some good work from ASM. ASM also set up Willock. He should have done better. He had time to take a touch, but he just blazed over the bar. Of course, as Willock did eventually get a goal. But I've got to say, Bruno Fernandes, he goes down. Referee doesn't give a penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty. Cher wins the ball. And yet, as Pope's about to take the goal kick, he goes moaning to the referee about it. Mate, just get on with the game. I mean, that's just typical Bruno Fernandes when things aren't going his way. He's a cracking player. But he's just a petulant bitch. I mean, I cannot stand the guy. I mean, he should have been suspended for this game. Because the linesman when they lost 7-0 against Liverpool. Another example of him being a bitch when things aren't going his way. But you know what it is? I'm actually glad he did play because it just made the result taste better. And us chatting, there's only one Bruno in the right, and of course our Bruno, clearly the better player, and named man of the match yesterday. Also, like Botman, his confidence with playing the ball out. I think he took past his own half as a centre back, and then played it to ASM. Isaac, even though he didn't get a goal today, he played very well. Murphy was good as well. Practically the whole team were good, really. Second half, Cher came close to scoring another power screamer, like we've seen against Nottingham Forest and Burnley since he joined the club. It went just wide. De Gea, rightfully frustrated with his teammates for not closing him down. And what I've got to say though, Ten Hag, he's talking about Newcastle being annoying, time wasters. Yet De Gea, in the first half when it was 0-0, taking forever with his goal kicks. The utter hypocrisy. But then later on in the game, Pope is taking his time with the goal kick. I think it was at 84th minute. We were 1-0 up. And the referees tell him get on with it. I mean, it's just really daft. I mean, Manchester United, for all that quality, coming to St James's Park and playing for a draw. What does that tell you about how good we are these days? But then, with their quality, you've just got to question why they're coming for a draw. Because, they showed up, they could have easily won the game. Yes, they were missing Casemiro and Eriksen, but you still got that quality in the side. I mean, they had Jadon Sancho off the bench. I mean, Rashford, he's been in brilliant form, but we definitely kept him quiet. And the goal eventually came. Isaac played away to Bruno, a deep cross in. ASM kept it alive, and there was Willock to head in to make it 1-0. He's been on fantastic form since he got back, since he came back from injury. He got the assists for he's actually equalised against Nottingham Forest, and also the goal from Almiron against Wolves, which turned out to be the winner. And then he's got himself on the score sheet to make it 1-0. And it had definitely been coming. We came close from Joe Linton from a corner. De Gea tipped onto the bar. Cher's header was headed off the line by Martial. But then Erik ten Hag made some strange substitutions. I think he took off 2 centre-backs when it was still 1-0, which, yep, he is a good manager, but very strange from him. And I've just seen a stat, they're only 2 points ahead of, I know they've won a trophy, but they've won, and obviously they could win the Europa League and the FA Cup, but they've won, 2 more points? They're 2 points ahead of this time last season under Ralph Rangnick and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Like, you just question that. I mean, they're bringing on Lindelof for Varane and Pellistri for Martinez. Very strange from him. And then we got the second goal. Longstaff does shielding the ball well. He won us the free kick. And then Trippier whipped it in. And there was Wilson, who came off the bench to head it home to make it 2-0. And the game was practically done, and Wilson needed the goal because he hasn't been on very good form, and that'll do his confidence good. And yep, that was the game done and dusted. And if we're looking at the Premier League table, we are up to 3rd place. We've hit the 50-point mark. The first time we've done this in the Premier League since the 2011-12 season. And we've also bettered last season's points tally of 49. So that is just shows what a job Eddie Howe has been doing this season. I mean, you can talk money all you like, but you just look at players like Cher, Murphy, Longstaff, Almiron, Joe Linton, players that were there pre-takeover. What he's done with them. And obviously I'm recording this before Tottenham play tonight, so they could jump back above us. But we'll still have a game in hand. Well, we'll still got a game in hand on them, and that'll be 2 after they play Everton tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if Everton got something off that game with the way Spurs have been going. I mean, they might have a good positive reaction to Conte's sacking, but we'll just wait and see. But you know what it is? I wouldn't be surprised if we end up beating Spurs into Champions League football. I mean, if they don't react well to Conte sacking, because I know they've got someone in for the rest of the season. I think it was one of his assistant coaches, and then they're looking for a manager in the summer. And of course, we've got to play Spurs in a few weeks' time. Here, we've got to wait another 3 weeks for the next home game, but I guess we've still got 5 home games left after a day, so that'll be good to look forward to. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this match review. Don't forget to hit like on the video, subscribe to my channel, check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll probably see you Thursday for the West Ham review.